Welcome back to Jayme and Andy's Tesla Adventures. Andy is not going to be joining us again for this FSD drive around Steamboat Springs, Colorado. My plan today is to just activate FSD and let it do its thing. I do not have any destinations, no addresses set into the navigation. We'll just let Winter, our Tesla Model Y 2026 refresh, just drive us around. I will probably have to intervene or disengage. So yeah, we can go ahead and get to it. So all I'm going to do is buckle in my seatbelt and I'll go ahead and put it into drive. I have the settings set where it's auto shift. So that's ready to go. You just press on the brake and it's in drive right away. So we will see what happens right here, because if you notice right here, this color, it'll probably not like it and it'll want to just not move, which means I'll have to intervene and push on the accelerator, but we will see in a second. So again, to activate it, you push on the scroller right here on the right and it does its thing. We'll find out. See, as you can see right here, object and path detected. So that's when it usually freaks out like that. It doesn't like that with curbs or also like snowbanks too. It gets kind of confused. It wants to do something, as you can see, trying its hardest, but so this is where the first intervention comes in. We'll just press on the accelerator a little bit and it should just give it a little boost of confidence to go ahead and go. Maybe, we'll see. There we go. There, now it's happy. And again, nothing in the navigation field. So it is just going. And again, for people who like to do joyrides, this is perfect. And Andy and I, we love to drive around. So this is when unsupervised becomes a thing, you know, worldwide. Hopefully, you know, all around. It would be the greatest thing. You can just sit back and enjoy the ride, go on your phone, take a little nap, listen to the rain if it's raining. Yeah, it's just quite an awesome feature for sure. FSD handles four-way stops very well. Like it is very good at knowing, you know, who's there first, you know, when it's turn to go. So it's just amazing. And if you saw on the screen just a bit ago, it showed that it showed a bicycle on the screen, but it was obviously a dirt bike. I think that was a dirt bike with two kids on it. And I'm not sure it's 35 miles per hour on this street. I don't know why it has it as 35, so if it goes any higher than 25, I'm probably going to lower the speed. So just as a reference, we are in a neighborhood that's right near downtown Steamboat Springs, and that's where it started out the video. Let's see here, it is 4:02, so it might be a little busy, I am not sure. A lot of people that work in Steamboat Springs, a lot of people live outside of town, like Hayden, and also Craig, and that's, I believe, about 40 to 50 minute drive. I don't have the exact number, but I could find out later on. But that's about my estimate on that. Other things too, it's not an intervention, but I do like to keep the rear screen on at times. I made a short on it. I like to see if people are, standing still, or if they're not paying attention. That's one thing about like that right there, where he's kind of inching forward. I like to make sure I keep an eye on that. People with gas vehicles, if you let go of the gas pedal, or excuse me, the brake, it'll start to go. It'll just start moving forward. Some people get distracted with whatever they're doing in their car, I should say. And yeah, it's good. I like to make sure that's not going to happen, just in case I need to hit the accelerator. But I'll usually keep that up when I'm at stoplights, or if I'm having somebody that's following a little too closely behind me. So this is Oak Street right here, and as you can see, it is a 15 mile per hour zone. FSD was going mid-20s, so we'll go ahead and just lower that. Ooh, the Yampa River is really roaring. With all the snow melting on the mountaintops, it brings up this river quite a bit. The level of it is very high, and people don't usually tube it until later on in the summertime, because for one, that is pretty high level, but two, it's also freezing out. So, but the Yampa River is very popular for tubing. And I made a short on this as well. So the camera button right here on the steering wheel, if you're going above 15 miles per hour, you push it, it brings up the rear. And if you start to go down below 15, it does the front, which I think is really awesome. And that's something, I really have not heard any YouTuber talking about as far as the new Model Y 2026 refresh. Yeah, that river is really roaring right now. Oh, and we're getting some rain too. It's just gonna be a wet day, I guess. And by the way, with it not being any, not, any addresses in the navigation field, when I mentioned I might have to intervene, this may be one thing, because I don't want it to go outside of town. I want it to stay within town limits, so if we end up going on, the highway, I would like to stay off of that and stay within town, so we'll find out. Hopefully we can get a shot of the mountain over there to our left, to see all the snow melting from it. I think in our previous video there was still a lot of snow everywhere, and there wasn't this much vegetation, but as you can see, it's just extremely beautiful. Like, we have, it's already looking very green, and it isn't even summer yet, so the summer times, it's extremely beautiful. Fall is another season that I really love around here too, with all the trees that we have here and just all the different colors, just so beautiful. So yeah, this is going to probably be taking us outside of town, it looks like, so I will have to probably, I am going to have to intervene, but I'm going to let it do its thing, and just let it go to, I think it's 131, so we'll just let it do its thing, and I'll take over once we get to that point. Yeah, see, it's going to want to turn right, and which we're not going to, so I'm going to disengage, turn left, and I will go from here. Once we get back into town, I'll go ahead and reactivate. Actually, when I get back onto US 40, just a bit up here, then I'll go ahead and reactivate it, so that way we can go do just a little slight highway action. Alright, so this is US 40. Once we get past the stop sign right here, we will go ahead and reactivate FSD. Alright. Little speed, actually. There we are. Let's get past this guy. There we are. That was fun. Little launch. There we go. so it's 55. Now we're getting up to 45. It recognized it. I have the speed offset at 20%. To my knowledge, that is not. So we'll go ahead and lower that down so you can see 55 and 50. If you do that quickly, if you scroll it down or scroll it up quickly, it'll take it up 5. It'll take it up 5 points. So if you do it slowly, like if you do one notch at a time, it'll just take it up, one notch at a time as far as speed. Oh, and I wanted to show you again, no address set into the navigation field. It's just doing its thing. I got onto the highway, US 40, just to get back to Steamboat, and reactivated FSD, so there it is, just like that. That pay attention notification is quite the pest. Can't even look at the screen for a few seconds without it complaining at you. Seems like FSD really wants to get outside of town, like he wants to go out and travel, but that's not what I want to do. It keeps going. We're at the other side of town right now, where we go to either you can go to Craig, Hayden, or to Clark. So again, I'll probably have to intervene I wish it would go down. I'll probably have to take it over to some neighborhoods or something so that it would navigate through all that. We'll see what it does. And a lot of the street lines, are just faded or they're non-existent. And FSD is doing a great job at, I think you can even see it on the screen. It tries to, I don't know if it's guessing, kind of like bits and pieces of where the lines are on the road. But it's doing a great job. So right here at this intersection, we can either go to the right, which that'll be, that'll take us to Clark and also Steamboat Lake, Hans Peak, all that over there, or going straight. This is going to take us to Hayden and Craig and beyond. Obviously, we don't want to do that. We'll get to a certain point past here, and then I will intervene and take over. Oh, we got some construction here, so this will be kind of fun. I'll actually let it navigate through the construction first. Winter's just gracefully going through this construction zone right here, with all these cones and obstacles in the way. Wow. Alright, so at this point I'm probably going to do that, turn signal, and we'll go from here. I'll get us back on track. And we'll get to go through the construction zone again. Let's see if it does it from here. Okay, good. And just to show, since I took over again and reactivated FSD, Nothing in the navigation. Now, since I'm back on US 40, I don't want FSD to go to the other side of town where we just came back from, where I had to, disengage and then re-engage it again. So I'm going to look at its behavior. Hopefully, maybe I can toggle the turning indicator, and maybe it'll go down a street that I want it to. We'll see if it does it or not. But I'm going to look to see what it's doing first. So it's going 43. Right now it's 40 miles per hour. Speed limit sign right now coming up is 25. It'll recognize it like it always does, but it won't register. So, let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna... So again, see, that's the max that it's saying it can go. We don't want it to do that, so fast scroll downs, it'll take it down 5. 30's fine, and a 25. And I do like reporting any kind of FSD mistakes, but this is unnecessary to do, since and I'm very sure a lot of Tesla owners have reported this issue as far as the speed profiles and it not lowering the speed. So there's no point doing it. Tesla's aware of it, I'm very sure. So yeah, I'm going to use the turning indicator to go left right now. Let's see if it does it. Oh, it does. Would you look at that? I'd like you to actually turn, though, not turn the turn indicator off and go straight. That would be awful. There we go. Let's see what it does now. That would be great if there was an unsupervised option where you can just type in like city drive, or where it stays in the boundary of the city that you're in, so that way it's not going to go out to any highway or anything. You can just, let's see what it does here. Wow. That was very polite, Winter, thank you. I didn't want to get into a fuss with a Rivian owner. It should just creep out, yeah, to see if there's anybody coming. There's a cross traffic doesn't stop, so that was good. Alright, an unprotected left. This will be great. Creep out a bit. Alright, well, you could have gone, Winter. You need to use your juice, dude. You can go 0 to 60 in, what is it, 4.6 seconds? You should take advantage. Since there's cars on the right there parked along the road, it'll probably be a little difficult. So it'll probably just end up creeping up a bit more. Oh, perfect. I would have turned faster, but FSD is in control at the moment. I think I just saw a new Tacoma. Those are very sweet. I don't think Andy agrees with me on it, but I think the new Tacomas are actually pretty nice. I've only saw glimpses of them, but they are certainly different from the previous models. We had a Tacoma before this. It was a 2019, and it was in the color was called Cavalry Blue is what it was. And yeah, it was a very beautiful truck. Helped us with a lot of moving back and forth from Steamboat, places in Steamboat, then to South Dakota, and then back from South Dakota. So it's been a lot of moving, but certainly that truck has served its purpose for us. I'm probably going to use the turning indicator again, so that way we can go somewhere else, because I don't want to have to disengage the vehicle again, just to get back into town. I want to have less intervention, or disengagements. I will have to take over. Oh, here's that new Tacoma. Yeah, this has to be the 2025. I think. It's very nice. Maybe 2024, I'm not sure. Looks brand new. But like I was saying, I'll have to take over here in a moment anyway, because I'll have to go to a parking lot. Can't do that, obviously, right now, because maybe I'll just enter an address and it's going to complain at me. Let's do Walgreens. That'll be fun. In one of my videos, I had mentioned that FSD, it is not set to where you can have FSD park into a parking spot. Some places it does. Walgreens right over here, it seems to be one of the places it does park in a parking space, so we will see if it does it. And of course, with my luck, it wouldn't do it, while I'm trying to show that it does do that in certain cases. So obviously it's has a destination, so I apologize for that, but I wanted to squeeze this in here at least, because I might have to end the video anyway here in a moment. There we go. It's gonna do it, I think. Or it's backing up. I don't think it's going to be a perfect parking job, but it's doing it. Yeah. It's over the line, it's in the next space. But it's there, it's just not there. So eventually, with future updates, they'll be doing that. Oh yeah. Forgot. There we go. Drive. Let it drive us to a different parking lot. But yeah, its potential is there. Can't wait until they actually release that feature. I'll let it go just a little bit more, and then I'll have to go to a parking lot. Maybe I can actually just set it in so that way. Let's do City Hall. There's a charge point charger over there, and we're big fans of that one. There's one on the side street that does 10 kilowatts, and the one that's in the parking lot of City Hall, mistaken that with the mountain one, because the mountain one over there at the base is 12 kilowatts. The one over at City Hall is 10 kilowatts in the parking lot. So at the moment, as you saw, I have an actual address set into the navigation. So FSD is not driving just randomly. We will get to the parking lot and do an ending there. And I do not think Winter will park into a parking space here. So I'll probably have to do that. Or I could just probably do auto park right here. Let's see. It's gonna do it. There we go. All right, that was great. Thank you for watching. As you saw, FSD did a great job, and with no navigation, just going wherever it needed to without any kind of guidance. I did a couple of times put a navigation, obviously, to this spot, but that's because the video is done. I needed to find a place so I could park and close up. Hopefully in the future, like very near future, unsupervised comes out. It would be great if there was some kind of function where FSD can stay within city limits, like Andy had mentioned before, like a geo fence. If you're just able just to do like just on the screen FSD and just free ride city limits, and then it does it. I think that would be the greatest thing ever. But yeah, thank you, and until next time.